Hello again. I've got another program flipping video for you. This time it's for the WWE Australian Tour from 2004. So here we've got the Raw brand, and then we flip it over, and we've got the SmackDown brand. So at this point in the WWE, which is still in effect today, they're split off into two shows with different rosters, with Raw and SmackDown. Now, I believe it was the SmackDown tour, so this time we'll start with the SmackDown brand. So on the cover there, we've got JBL up the very top there, Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace, Viva la Raza, Kurt Angle up the top, Undertaker, John Cena, Tori Wilson, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Booker T. All right, let's get started. All right, so we've got Vince McMahon there, owner of the company. Kurt Angle, who was the general manager at the time. Eddie Guerrero, who is tragically no longer with us. John Cena, who, if you follow memes and following Hollywood at the moment, you know who John Cena is. The Undertaker and Paul Bearer, his manager, who's also sadly no longer with us. The Big Show, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, JBL, also known as John Bradshaw Layfield, Rey Mysterio Jr. All right. Now, Hardcore Holly, Chavo Guerrero, Eddie's cousin, and Chavo Sr. was his manager at the time, right there. Billy Gunn, Charlie Haas. All right. Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray, and Devon. All right. Rene Dupree with Fifi. Spike Dudley with a Getting Wood t-shirt. Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi, I believe they were tagging at the time. The Basham Brothers, Danny and Doug. Funaki and Ultimo Dragon up the top there. Akio and Sakota. Billy Kidman, JB Noble, Shannon Moore, Nunzio. So we're kind of getting into the more cruiserweight division here. Paul London, Orlando Jordan, Mark Jindrak, and Theodore Long. Rico and Miss Jackie. Johnny Stamboli and Dawn Marie right there. All right, then we've got Tori Wilson and Sable. And now we've got the commentary team. So we've got Taz and Michael Cole. Now in the middle here, we've got a little, back when you could get ringtones. Remember those days? Look at that, old school. And then just a little lift out of some pictures here. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so I pretty much kept this one intact, which is cool to see. All right, so that's the end of the SmackDown brand. So let's flip it on over. Now here's the Raw brand. So Triple H up the top there. Shelton Benjamin, Christian, Trish Stratus, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Edge, and Chris Benoit. All right, so let's get into the Raw brand. So another message from Vince McMahon, pretty much the same one. Eric Bischoff, who was the general manager of the time. Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Chris Benoit, Triple H, Ric Flair, a couple of the bests. Randy Orton, Batista, another wrestler who's gone to Hollywood, if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy and the newest Blade Runner and movies like that. Edge, Chris Jericho, Shelton Benjamin, Kane, Christian, Trish Stratus, Rhino, A-Train, Garrison Caden Test. Garrison Caden Test, sadly, are no longer with us. Rob Conway and Sylvain Grenier, they were tagging at the time. And then over the page here, we've got Matt Hardy and Tajiri. We've got the Hurricane with his Green Lantern tattoo, and Rosie, who was a superhero in training. Eugene and William Regal, they were a tag team at the time, much to William Regal's reluctance. Now, over the page, Chuck Palumbo, Stephen Richards, Val Venus, John Heidenreich, and Johnny Nitro. Alright. Over the page, so we've got Stacy Keibler there, and then we've got Lita over here. Definitely one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time. And I was really happy when I found out that she was really into punk rock as well, because, yeah, he had something in common. Victoria, another one of my favorites from the era. Nydia, Gail Kim. There's Jazz, and there's a bald Molly Holly. The reason that she's bald is that she lost a hair versus hair match with Victoria at this year's WrestleMania. So this was back in 2004. All right, we've got Jonathan Coachman and Al Snow. And the commentary team, Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross. And that's it. So back to the Mobile Madness. Yeah, so that's the 2004 Australian tour. I'm not actually sure if I showed this, but here's promoting a couple of the video games. SmackDown vs. Raw for PlayStation 2, and also SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, and Day of Reckoning for GameCube. So yeah, the games from the era, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, there's the 2004 Australian tour for the WWE, the souvenir program. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.